There's a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now it's Edwards. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Eluding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
3 plays.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here for the 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got it. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
That's good.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Here's Tua. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
To number 36.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Edmonds on the
CD, put on your OC cap here. What do you do? 2nd and 1, you get stuffed. Now 3rd and 1.
You know, in the old days, I would have said we're going to line up and we're going to run the same darn play and we're going to get it right. But nowadays, as tough as defenses are, I want some mobility. I want some movement, putting the ball in the hands of my quarterback and giving him a run-pass option. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here's Edwards. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Now it's Breida. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
In the end zone. Brings up 4th and goal.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Up from 4 yards out. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And it's good to make it 14-0. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot, and if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there, and sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Allen. That's going to be caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 28 yards, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Their own 25-yard line.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
16 yards. And the Dolphin 1st down.
From the gun, it's Tua. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Tua sets up to pass it. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And Oliver picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
9 yards.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Monte Nicholson picks it. There he goes left side. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the round is on here in this first half.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Tua going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You're not ready. 57 to Mike. 57.
They run with Breida. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This is Breida. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Ball carrier.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys continue to pour it on. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Bills 42, Dolphins nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
20-yard line.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Fourth down.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Bills take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now the second down throw on target, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
4-yard line.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Get that quarterback and encore. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Stop your mind.
To throw, it's Allen. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Allen's throw is complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bills add on.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Miami.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one?
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down.
And the Dolphin first down.
Single. I got a single in the slot. Shift.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Again, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 9-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Looking to pass. Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
4 yards. Brings up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Tua on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And now here is another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case. but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at him and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That'll bring up second down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Dolphins on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Tua. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run again with Breida.
At the 33-yard line.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Matt Breida, 33 yards. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey. 4 down.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Dolphins on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Play action. Now it's Tua. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. And we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Now this is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 4. Makes
The
it
1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's Kahn. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
53-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
And on the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
A gain of 2.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The kick by Bass is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
1st down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Buffalo, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long.